What's up, you guys? My name is North, and welcome back to LEGO Arts. In the last episode, we did a showcase on LEGO Bendy and the Ink Machine Wave 4. So now this time, since the season premiere is coming out tomorrow, I finally decided to get around to doing a showcase of LEGO Doctor Who. Well, this isn't the entire showcase. This is just a small portion of it. But anyways, as for this little part, alright, we got John Hurt's War Doctor, Christopher Eccleston's 9th Doctor, David Tennant's 10th Doctor, Matt Smith's 11th Doctor, Peter Capaldi's 12th Doctor, and Jodie Whittaker's 13th Doctor. Now, before I continue on, I just want to say, the decals that I use for the characters, they are not mine, they belong to different people. I will include their links in the description below. Go give them love, they did amazing artwork. Alright, but anyways, back with this showcase, reason why I say that this is a small portion is because back when I went as Arkham TARDIS, I tried to film an episode of this, and the entire showcase, like the whole sets that I made, it went straight to about an hour. So, to make things simple, I'm going to divide it up into small parts, just to make it easier. So this one is the Time Lord part, the Doctor part. The next one will be the Companion part, maybe a third one for the Villains part. I don't know if that one will be with the Companions, or if it will be its entire separate one. And then a final one will showcase the TARDIS interior that I've made. So to kick things off, of course, we got the Doctors. So, as you guys know the whole deal, we're going to take these minifigures one at a time, explain my whole process, why I went with this route, and go from there. So, let's get the show on the road. So to start things off through the regeneration cycle, of course, we got John Hurt, the War Doctor. This one is one of my favorite doctors, because John Hurt's a great actor. Well, was a great actor, sadly. And he did a awesome portray of the Doctor. So this minifigure was definitely, like, one of the first I made. As you can see, the torso is black and the arms are brown. Because this minifigure I was working on, back during, my early days of LEGO customizing. So one of the torsos that I used, I think, was my old Anakin Skywalker minifigure. He had the arms. I didn't really care about the torso at the time, so I just took the torso and put decals on it. And originally his headpiece and his hands, they were yellow. The head that I used was a Sensei Wu from LEGO Ninjago. But then later on I decided, let's make it more accurate. The decal face that's the person made for this is very well made. They did a fantastic job of capturing, John Hurt's, facial expressions and everything. The coats, the whole outfit is very well done. It looks fantastic. Again, and I will include the person's, website in the description below so you can check them out. Their legs are, dark brown. I think, back when I did this one at first, it was just, a plain regular tour. And, it was plain brown legs and just the front had a decal. Again, this was back during my first time around customizing, but I have definitely gotten better. The hairpiece, I definitely took the hairpiece designs off of the LEGO Dimensions hair, because it matches very closely to John Hurt. It's pretty well done. The sonic screwdriver. When I got the LEGO Ideas Doctor Who sets, I kind of like the miniature sonic screwdriver mold, but at the time I didn't fully like it. I prefer having some of the stuff be buildable to really show the effort into it. And during this time, I don't fully trust myself to try and make sonic screwdrivers for each of them. So what I did was I took some lightsaber. I went through my bin to find some lightsaber handles. And I put some studs, on the bottom, and a stud piece on the top to represent the War Doctor's sonic screwdriver. You can definitely assemble a cabinet with it, though I recommend you don't. Now then, let's make through the regeneration cycle and move on to the next Doctor. Going through the cycle, we now have the first Doctor to the new Doctor Who series, Christopher Eccleston, the 9th Doctor. This one I feel is one of the less Doctors in the new series, mainly because he only had one season, and I felt that was kind of sad. Don't get me wrong, I like the other characters, but I feel that this one he could have used a little bit more love, and such. But with this minifigure is definitely another one of those that's went through multiple stages. back when first doing this, so originally I just, again, took like a yellow head and some yellow hands, put those on, and then I grabbed a black torso piece, and just painted like a strip, I think it was red paint, yeah, just some red paint and down the middle. Now I thought that was crap, and I fixed that immediately to give it a more proper torso, a more proper, like, detailed design and everything. And the same person that made the War Doctor decals, they did a nice job capturing, like Chris's coat, the shirt underneath. I think this is either a blue, maybe a purple shirt, or it's definitely like one of his regular shirts. On the back, they also did pretty well, continuing on the pattern of the motorcycle jacket. Very well, very nice. And the pattern even continues on for the legs. As usual, I cannot bend the legs, because, as you know, the pieces will come off, and I honestly hate trying to reglue them and everything. The sonic screwdriver is actually pretty easy to make. I just took a silver lightsaber handle, put a black stud piece on the bottom, and then a translucent blue on the top. And for the hairpiece itself, I don't really like the hairpiece they use in LEGO Dimensions. I think it looks weird, and honestly, it honestly doesn't look fully accurate. It looks stupid. Alright, so I just went, and plus, there's not a hairpiece like that in existence in real life. So what I did was, I just took a simple sleek, a back hairpiece, and as you can see, like, on the front, he's got his, like, serious face. And then, like, if you rotate this over, he's got, like, a smiley face. So that's pretty cool. And so to sort of, like, capture the sassy expressions of Eccleston. He's definitely one of the more sassier doctors. Like, if he traveled with Donna, nothing would get done, because they'd be too busy. They'd be just sassing each other. It'd be hilarious. But, anyways, let's now go to the regeneration cycle once more. Of course, going through the cycle, we now bring up the man, the myth, the legend, the most popular Doctor out of all of them, David Tennant, the 10th Doctor. And this one I definitely wanted to make when first starting out customizing LEGO Doctor Who, because this was one of my all-time favorites, of course, like everybody else. When making this one, definitely went through multiple stages. Like, his first design, it was like a police coat, with, like, the spiky hair is now John Hurt's. So when looking at that now, it's just like, I am so glad I changed that. His torso then changed to where, like, it had like this whole, like, jacket outfit, of course. I then changed that to give it a full outfit, and now the full outfit looks so much better. And I think almost out of all the Doctors, this one's decals, like, line up perfectly. Like, you can actually see like, all the way from the legs of, like, where the pants are. The coat lines up more accurate than some of the other ones. It was pretty well done. The arms, of course, are just regular and stuff, going on to the back. You can see, like, the bat trench coat, and you can see, like, all the times of, like, how I've painted on, like, the legs. Oh my god, I've done it so many times, I kind of forgot, like, how many it went through. Sonic screwdriver is obviously the same as Christopher Eccleston's, because it never really changed. The hairpiece, this was originally a black hairpiece, but then I changed it to brown. And I actually like this one more than, like, some of the other ones that people have put on for David Tennant's. Like, I definitely could see, like, the spiky hairpiece being on there, but I honestly prefer this one more, because his hair, because I don't think his hair was, like, extremely spiky all the time. There were, like, some times where he had a more, like, it's somewhat spiky to sort of, like, match the wildness, but at the same time, it looks pretty normal. So I honestly prefer this hairpiece more. Like his suits, the suit is very accurate to what it looks like on the actual show. Very well done once again to the person. To the guy who made this, very well done. He's got, like, the little not bow tie, sorry, that's Matt Smith. He's got the tie as well, and the face piece is actually pretty well done. So, as you can see, like, on here is David Tennant's, like, regular face. Easy. Okay, here we go. I gotta be careful. And back here, it's, of course, like, the face has changed, but he's not wearing the 3D glasses. I think he only put those on once. Like, I think there was only one episode where he put those on, but it's like after that one episode, people have done, like, a lot of fan arts. Okay, yeah, careful. Don't want to damage it. Okay, there we go. Phew, that was close. I almost damaged it. That would have been bad. But they've done like a lot of artwork of Tennant with the 3D glasses, so it's kind of funny of how like he's done it once, but people now see that as iconic to David Tennant. It's pretty hilarious. There he is. So this minifigure is definitely like one of my favorites to have been done, and this is definitely like one of the ones I would choose to go travel through like time and space with. It's very well made. Now then, let's move on to our next minifigure for the Doctors. Of course, through the regeneration cycle is Matt Smith, the 11th Doctor. This one was definitely like one of the first ones I've done. I did in the past. Like, I think like the first body I ever used for this one was like a minifigure for like the Lone Ranger. Again, for like before the Master of Decals and stuff. Now I'm very glad I got rid of that, because that is shit now compared to this. This one is so much better. And this one is actually, believe it or not, the most like uncustomized minifigure out of all the Doctors. Because back when I first made this one, I definitely wanted to do like the purple trench coat, like the Series 7 outfit, because that was like when I first saw Matt Smith. I first saw him in that outfit, so I automatically assumed that, oh, that's the outfit he always wore. Nope, just one season, but it's definitely my favorites, like, out of all of Matt Smith's outfits. I still have the other outfits, but you'll see that in, like, one of the other later parts, probably in the TARDIS interior part. But going through this minifigure, this one was the original body used for the 12th Doctor in the Time of the Doctor set, because that's what the LEGO Ideas set is based off of, the Time of the Doctor. I'm not joking when I say, the day I got that set in, I had a 12th Doctor body on standby. I then took the Peter Capaldi minifigure, took the arms and the head and the headpiece off, put them on those body, and then I took this body and I then gave it to Matt Smith to make the Series 7 outfits. And the bow tie actually went through different stages as well. It was like a regular bow tie at one point. I then ripped it off, and then I was trying to figure out, like, ooh, what's a good one? Because, again, I didn't trust myself to paint it on. Now today, maybe, but not entirely. So what I did was, I took a day to go into Drawcast, and I painted over, like, a bow tie decal. Like, I took a suit decal, painted the bow tie on, like, recolored it, and turned it into purple, tried to give it, like, the little white dots, printed it off, cut it out, then glued it onto the body, to make an official, like, Matt Smith Doctor. And I'm satisfied with it. This one is probably, like, one of the more simple customs I've ever made. It's kind of funny when I think about it. Okay, and the screwdriver, as you can see, is a gold lightsaber handle, and like the silver over a piece, with a green LED on the top. Sorry. I kind of wanted to do of like the, extension parts, like on the actual mold, but I don't have any parts that are able to do that sort of thing. So it's like, okay, I'll just settle down for the other one. That's fine. The headpiece, when seeing the actual minifigure, of course, like one side is all happy and jolly, the other one is really shows his serious face. It's like, it really shows it. And the printing Lego used for this body definitely continues on onto the legs. It's very well done. The hairpiece is definitely kind of an odd thing you'd see. When doing this hairpiece, this was actually really inspired by LEGO Dimensions, because I love the fez. And I want to wear a fez, like, more often in my YouTube videos. But a problem I saw with the fez is that, like, when you put the fez on, minus the hairpiece, you see the two faces. It looks weird. It's like he has a second... It's like he literally has eyes in the back of his head. And I didn't like that. But then when I saw, like, how LEGO Ideas did their 11th Doctor, like, when he put on the fez, I was like, ooh, that actually looks good. Let's try that. So I then took one of the fezes from my bin, super glued it onto the hairpiece, and boom, that's done. I'll probably get another hairpiece for it's just like the regular one. That way, like, if I did videos of Matt Smith without the hairpiece, you could definitely see, like, the difference between the two. But, in general, Fez is cool. Oh, and he definitely looks cool. Oh. Now then, let's move on to the next Doctor. So, of course, going through the regeneration cycle, we have Peter Capaldi's 12th Doctor. And this one, sort of least customized the most, but at the same time, not really. And this was actually like one of the last doctors I made. Because at the time, like when first starting this, I was mainly focused on doing like Matt Smith, David Tennant, and like a couple other companions. So, but then later on, I thought like, I didn't want to just like leave the 12th Doctor's like hairpiece and body just lying around. So I thought like, ooh, how about I make a 12th Doctor body? And this one, as you can see, is in his red suit. Now, before I get into the comments saying like the suit's inaccurate, I'm aware. Let me explain. When doing this minifigure, the original body, it was like the Series 8 suit. You know, the blue suit with like the red lining on the inside. Inside seemed pretty simple. However, later on, when I saw he got a red suit, I thought like, ooh, that should be good. So I went on Drawcast, took the same decal, colored it in red, and then put it on the body. However, when I saw that he changed his suit again to now a completely different outfit, and then again, and finally I thought like, you know what? Screw it. I'm not going to waste that many minifigure bodies trying to get to the same suit. So this was like another Flash minifigure. It's like, I hate constantly trying to do repeats of trying to keep up. I'll make a few exceptions, but I'm basically making the same minifigure over and over and over again, and it can get stupid and annoying. So, hope you guys understand like my frustration of why I didn't go that route. As you can see though, continuing on, the screwdriver, I know it's gigantic. At the time, the thoughts didn't cross my brain, like how big it was. I think it would be. And I can't stand this minifigure, like, regularly. I can't stand it because the weight of the screwdriver is so big, he actually topples over. It's a little embarrassing. So I think I might actually go back and, like, redo this one. But, like, some of the pieces that I did, at the time, I couldn't find, like, any other gold lightsaber handle, so I took, like, a cup piece. I think this is supposed to be, like, a cup. Put some parts together. I think I, like, stuck a rod in between, like, here. I got, like, one of the special stud pieces with a hole in the center of it, and then, like, took a rod to keep it all together, and then painted it blue, and then do the Sharpie. Yeah, now that I think about it, I should definitely, like, go back and fix it. Like I said, make it more like a proper sonic screwdriver. The headpiece itself, like, as you can see, is just, like, a regular Peter Capaldi piece on the face. I don't think he really, like, has that now as a Doctor, but definitely, like, in the beginning, it was more of a grump. He was more like the old grump of the group. Like, out of the current Doctors at that point, he definitely captured more of, like, the grumpiness of the Doctor, which is kind of interesting. The hairpiece, I really think, is very unique. It's, like, one of LEGO's, like, newest hairpieces. It was pretty well done. Very well done, and I really like it. I hope to get more hairpieces like this in the future for, like, future projects. Like, maybe for a Joker minifigure, because I can definitely see this as, like, being one of those hairpieces. But in general, I don't know, this is a pretty well done minifigure, and I'm glad to have gotten done with this one. So, I'll do an update on the sonic screwdriver, and yeah, that pretty much covers it. So, let's wrap things up with a final Doctor. And last up on our list is, I am saying this with pride, the first ever female Doctor, Jodie Whittaker, the 13th Doctor. As soon as I heard that they were making a female Doctor for Doctor Who, I immediately wanted to do a minifigure of this, because I've actually been curious, like, are they ever going to do a female Doctor? Are they ever going to do it? Sure enough, it's like they got over heard us, and it's just like, oh, okay, let's give it a shot. So, when I saw the teaser, like, the reveal on who the next Doctor was going to be, it was just like, oh, I need to make a minifigure. At the time, I wanted to wait a little while, because it's just like, oh, what is her outfit going to look like? What's her outfit going to look like? I want to see if I can do it pretty well. And for a while, we didn't see anything, and except for, like, the teaser, so I thought, like, okay, the teaser is what's going to be her outfits, which is pretty much the same, like, a big gray coat with black underneath, and with a hood. So I started making on that, and I'm not joking when I say when I completed it, and it's sometime later on, the BBC released of like the official outfit of what it actually looked like, and it was like, dang it, now I have to redo. And I gotta redo that minifigure again, and the same person who did 10 and 9 in War's outfits made this outfit. So, and they did a fantastic job of like capturing of what Jodie Whittaker's current Doctor looks like. On the back, careful. On the back, you see, the printing continues on there of like, you see of like where the hood is supposed to be. That's very well done. Very well done. Very nice. Nice. The coat itself, it definitely matches of like what the Doctor would wear. Or like the outfit itself, like suspenders, a rainbow on the shirts, blue pants, brown shoes, or boots, and of course like the gray overcoats. This definitely matches of like what the Doctor would wear. And as you can see, like there's some super glue on the hand. It's not keeping the hand on the arm. It's not keeping the hand in. It's actually a crack in, because I think the body I used was like an old Harry Potter minifigure that I found on like one of my boxes of Legos, and it's just like, ooh, this can actually work. I can use this. But since it was like old, there was like some cracks in it, so I repaired it with super glue. Oh, not flex tape, because I think at the time flex tape wasn't invented, and flex tape can't fix Lego cracks. We could try, but it'd be too much. It's for water. Oops, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Alright, I need to get a better, like, standing to showcase minifigures. Another thing to get. Anyways, the hairpiece itself is a rather unique one. And a very rare one to find. I can only find these on, like, eBay, but I think these are for, like, the Lego Friends kind of thing. And I definitely, like, wanted to get this one to match up with Jodie Whittaker's hairpiece. Because her hair, like, as you see in the teasers, is almost not really much more pixie cuts, but kind of like a business woman hair kind of piece. So, but those are only available for the Lego Friends, and I did not want to go to the store to like find a set with this hairpiece just to get that one piece. That would have been ridiculous. And plus, what would I do with those things afterwards? No idea. So I went on eBay. Looked up some like looked up like black hair pieces, because that's what this thing was. It was originally black. Found the correct one, bought it, and then painted it blonde to match it up. And like before I leave things off, the sonic screwdriver. This is actually something I made last night. Originally she was gonna have like Peter Capaldi's sonic screwdriver, because I thought that was gonna be like the screwdriver she would carry. But then I realized. But then when I saw it again, like, ooh, they updated it again to a new sonic screwdriver, and it kind of looks like a techno wood kind of screwdriver. Like, if you look closely enough, it kind of looks like the screwdriver is made of wood, but it's like tech, like at the same time, like techno-organic. There we go. There's the word I'm looking for. So, when looking at a couple of photos, I tried to capture of like what the screwdriver would look like. I took like a normal lightsaber handle piece again, and then put some molding clay around it. And it's painted the whole thing silver, and then added the orange paint on it to show like the lights and the light effects and stuff. So, I think I got it to about as close as I could get to it. But I think this has to be like pretty well done for like some of the screwdrivers, compared to like some of the other screwdrivers I made. And I think I'll do it for like the rest of the Doctors and for future ones as well. I'll definitely do it for Peter's. Maybe for the other ones, but this is definitely like the routes that I'm satisfied of going with, and I hope you guys are too. Man, it's gonna be amazing to see for the season finale, and it's definitely gonna be interesting. So let's conclude things off before we go through time and space. Okay, that does it for part 1 of Lego Doctor Who. Next episode / parts, we'll be going over the companions, inside, and. Might as well do the villains as well. There's not really a whole lot to go on theirs. So, if you guys want to check that out, and then I'll be uploading. I'll do that episode like right after this one. So we'll get things. We'll get things going on there, and I'm really satisfied to have done like the Doctors. Like these are some of my favorite minifigures that I've done, and I've waited a long time to finally get around to doing a showcase video for you guys, and now I finally get the opportunity. So, if you guys enjoy these, please let me know. And again, the decals used for this, this video will be included in a link description below, so you can check out the websites of where I found them on them. Give the original artists credit, and they did an amazing, and they gave it an amazing job, and I hope they continue on in the future. So now let's move on to part 2 of Lego Doctor Who.